Eminem had emerged as hip-hop's biggest star at the beginning of the 21st century, backed by a string of massive hits and critically acclaimed albums. However, Eminem's rise to the top wasn't without controversy. The rapper's brash, confrontational style and vicious humor landed him in several feuds. Eminem was prepared to go after anyone, from Mariah Carey to Fred Durst, and even George W. Bush. However, his biggest feud was arguably with rapper, producer, and co-owner of The Source magazine, Beinzino. Having been the victim of several disses on Beinzino's I Don't Wanna and Pull Your Skirt Up, Eminem emphatically went on the offensive on Nail In The Coffin, delivering a stunning repost and savaging Beinzino with a series of insults. Eminem's stock couldn't be higher in the early 21st century, and the release of his fourth album, The Eminem Show in 2002, seemed to have sealed his status as hip-hop's king. The record received universal praise and is widely regarded to be the finest of Eminem's career. However, one review particularly irked Eminem. The Source magazine, often referred to as the Bible of hip-hop in the 90s and early 2000s, gave The Eminem Show a 4 mic rating. A positive review, but not the coveted 5 mic rating that Eminem felt it deserved. It wasn't the first time the Source's rating system had proven controversial. They originally gave the Marshall Mathers LP a lowly 2 mics before upgrading it to a 4. In an interview with Hot 97, Eminem outlined his annoyance with the Source's rating system, which he felt Benzino used for his personal gain.
I have yet to receive even a 4.5. Everybody gets a 4. Everybody, that's the standard now. That's the standard. If you get a 4.5, that must mean that Benzino wants you on his album.
Eminem had also expressed similar dissatisfaction on the track Say What You Say from The Eminem Show, suggesting that despite his status as one of the best in the game, he still wouldn't get the 5 mic rating. 5 mics in The Source ain't holding my fucking breath. In August 2023, Benzino admitted in an interview with Math Hoffa's My Expert Opinion podcast that he deliberately denied Eminem a 5-star review.
When the Eminem thing came through The Source, at this point it's getting disrespectful. So how the f am I gonna have this in my magazine? Would you? You're not gonna put nobody in your magazine and give this 5 mics after this being disrespectful. You wouldn't do it, Math. Nobody would.
At the time, Benzino suggested in an interview with Rap City that any ill feelings towards Eminem wasn't personal, but motivated by frustrations with the industry. Feeling like Eminem could get away with saying things black artists couldn't, and his success was partially manufactured by the media.
It ain't really like I was going at Marshall personally. I was pretty much attacking the machine. You know, Marshall's just the hood on me. And it's a situation where I think that, we just gotta be conscious of what's going on and the double standard, in hip hop. I think that the powers that be took Marshall and pretty much dressed him up with the blonde hair and everything and set him up for a certain audience.
Reportedly, the pair's feud escalated further when Eminem snubbed Benzino after performing at the 5th annual Mix Show Power Summit in Puerto Rico, where Benzino apparently wanted to interview Eminem about his upcoming movie, 8 Mile. Neither party has confirmed whether this was true, but Benzino took their beef to the next level shortly after. Benzino's first shots came on his track, I Don't Wanna, again referencing his anger at what he perceived as the music business's bias towards white artists, particularly how they let Eminem get away with attacking his mother, as he did on tracks like Kill You and Cleaning Out My Closet. Show this what it really is to be shady. I don't care how much records you sold. You can't walk through the hood without the men in black. You disrespect your mom's bitch. You deserve a smack. However, Benzino's follow-up, Pull Your Skirt Up, received far greater public attention. Benzino took his attack to the next level, calling out Eminem as a plastic gangster. Let me start from the beginning. You ain't repping the streets. You from the outskirts of Detroit where the bitches meet. Benzino also derogatorily referred to Eminem as the 2003 Vanilla Ice and threatens him by saying, Hang You From Your Feet Part 2 in theaters now. Drop your ass from the roof. You gonna feel it now. Eminem's response was emphatic, dropping Nail In The Coffin just a month and a half later in an attempt to completely bury Benzino. Produced alongside DJ Green Lantern, Nail In The Coffin is backed by a huge, menacing beat and some repetitive guitar loop. Eminem slows down his usual rapid delivery, emphasizing the weight of his insults and cleverly shifting the tone of his voice to let his anger shine through. Eminem begins the track by making fun of Benzino's age, ridiculing his claims of Pull Your Skirt Up, where he has suggested he could dangle Eminem over a balcony like Suge Knight reportedly did to Vanilla Ice. An 83-year-old fake Pacino, so how can you hold me over some balcony without throwing his lower back out as soon as he goes to lift me? Please don't, you'll probably fall with me, and our asses will both be history. Shady insults his age further on the chorus, telling him, nobody wants to hear their grandfather rap. Beinzino had called out Eminem as a plastic gangster on Pull Your Skirt Up, but Eminem cleverly flips the insult around on Nail In The Coffin, deriding Beinzino as nothing but a pin pusher, while also rubbishing his skills as a rapper. Swear that you in the streets hustling, you sit behind a fucking desk at the source butt kissing, and begging motherfuckers for guest appearances. Shady doubles down on his claims in his Hot 97 interview, suggesting Beinzino uses his position at the source to try and boost his rap career. Eminem also hits back at Benzino's claim on Pull Your Skirt Up that he has no street credibility and hasn't faced the hardships that Benzino and other African-American artists have faced. Eminem references the fact that he was serving a 2-year probation at the time for pistol whipping John Guerra, and his ex-wife Kim's attempted suicide to demonstrate to Benzino he suffered plenty of hardships on his own. And asking me what I know about indictments? Bite me. I got 2 cases in probation. Fight me. What do I know about standing in front of a judge like a man, ready to take whatever sentence he hands? What you know about your wife slicing her wrist, right in front of the only thing you have in this world, a little girl? Eminem turns his attention to the source in the outro, slandering its reputation and humorously suggesting it has nothing compared to the other publication. And f*** your little magazine too. I don't need your little fucking magazine. I got XXL's number anyways, and y'all can't stand it cause they getting bigger than y'all. Eminem and Benzino's beef established a feud between the 2 magazines, with XXL supporting Eminem despite banning him for almost 2 years for dissing them in his song Marshall Mathers. Interscope, Shady Records' parent company, even pulled all of its ads from the source, such was the rivalry. Eminem's parting shot is arguably the track's most emphatic diss, where he points out Benzino's hypocrisy for accusing him of effectively gatekeeping hip-hop. Oh, and for those that don't know, don't get it twisted, y'all. The source has a white owner. Despite the emphatic nature of Nail In The Coffin, the pair's feud rumbled on, with Benzino replying with tracks Die Another Day and Better Lose Yourself, a parody of Eminem's Lose Yourself. Benzino's lyrics took a darker, nastier twist, threatening Eminem's daughter Haley on Die Another Day. Tell Haley it ain't safe no more. Daddy better watch her back at the candy store. You f***ed up. Resort to plan B. F*** around. She'll end up like JonBenet Ramsey. Asserting that Haley may experience a destiny similar to that of American beauty queen JonBenet Ramsey, who was tragically killed in her family's residence. Ultimately, Eminem's immense popularity ensured that he won the war, but Benzino kept kicking away, even digging up an old tape of a young Eminem using racial slurs, playing it aloud in a press conference. Eminem responded to the leaked recording in a statement. The tape they played today was something I made out of anger, stupidity, and frustration when I was a teenager. I had just broken up with my girlfriend, who was an African American, and I reacted like the angry, stupid kid I was. I hope people will take it for the foolishness that it was, not for what somebody is trying to make it into today. The beef finally seemed to calm down, with Benzino apologizing for releasing the tape and asserting his respect for Eminem as an artist. Even in 2022, when Benzino called out the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame for inducting Eminem, he quickly apologized to Eminem and his fan base. However, Eminem reignited the feud in January 2024, taking several shots at Benzino on the Lyrical Lemonade track, Doomsday Part 2. Benzino swiftly responded with his own diss track, Rap Elvis. However, in an emotional appearance on Drink Champs, Benzino, after an angry tirade, backtracked on his hate and lamented the toll it has taken on his relationship with his daughter, Coyle Ray.
I don't got nothing against Eminem. I got nothing against Eminem. Eminem can rap, but I care about us more. I don't want to go through, I don't want to talk about it no more. I don't want, for 22 years, every time I do an interview, they ask me about Eminem. The f*** you want me to do? My daughter came into the industry figuring that, hey, I gotta be cool with Eminem because everybody's against my dad. You think this is f***ing cool? I don't hate Eminem. I don't know him to hate him. I don't hate white people. I'm tired of this shit, man. It's just too much. I don't want to be the bad guy.
Ultimately, despite the weight of Eminem's insults and the rapper's immense popularity, Nail In The Coffin didn't quell the pair's beef, although it remains one of Eminem's finest diss tracks. As a rapper, Benzino simply can't match Eminem, and he even admitted himself on Math Hoffa's My Expert Opinion, stating that he liked it and the beat was dope and he killed that shit.